All right, take 3. I'm trying this again, and I just realized when I shot 2 other promos that my microphone was not plugged in. That's the way it goes. But I want to ask you a question. Do you like wide open spaces? Do you like tumbleweeds? Do you like prairie dogs? Do you like buffaloes? And do you like being able to stretch out and not touch a soul? Well, I got a place for you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cowboys and Indians, welcome to South Dakota. That's where we're shooting today, me and Ren. And she's in the Jeep right now because every time I start this shot, I haven't seen people in this place in hours. But every time I press the shutter button to start recording, we start having people drive by on a desolate dirt road that otherwise you'd never see a soul. It just happens to be the luck of the draw. It's getting kind of cloudy, and I'm shooting this because we're going to be leaving and heading east today. Beautiful country. We don't have blue skies like we did the other day. But you'll be seeing some of that. Time goes by. So welcome to our adventure in South Dakota. Except for the state park ranger who's coming right now, and my dog is running loose. Okay, I must say I've got the wrong lens on this camera for filming video right now, but I just had to grab it and give you a look. You can see sunrise in the distance over the Badlands. You can see some of the terrain out there. I know I'm going to be panning it around pretty fast here because I'm driving, trying not to hit a buffalo, trying to film, trying not to run over an antelope, and get to my spot in time to get some really good sunrise pictures here because I forgot something. I set my alarm to get up at 6, and the sun rises a little bit earlier out here because we're on mountain time. Once I looked out the window of the motel, it was like, uh-oh. I'm not going to tell you the expletives I uttered. I drank hot coffee down as if it were iced tea. Threw my pants on, got my butt up, and got out. And poor Ren hasn't even had a chance to go pee-pee yet, which she's going to have to do as soon as we park up here in just a moment. But this is driving down the back roads into the Badlands way early in the morning. Try not to hit a buffalo. I'm leaving it running because we're going to top this crest in just a second. Maybe get a little bit better shot of that sunrise. Like I said, I got the wrong lens on. How heavy this Olympus camera gets when you try to use your arm as a gimbal. I think the speed limit is like 25. I'm going like 43. But we'll be where we're going in just a moment. There's a good shot. Some open terrain. Kind of nice this time of year because I'm the only one out here, and other than Ren, like I say, there's some grouse or pheasants. Yeah, those are pheasants. Those are pheasants. Look at that. We're scaring up pheasants, and now they're going with us. Okay. Out as far as it can, and there's buffalo standing right by the road here. They're happy to see us, and there's buffalo in the road. driving west on Interstate 90 right now, and again, I should have changed the lens on the camera, but I didn't. I've got a short focal length of 18 millimeters on here, which means that it's going to be kind of wide and flat profile. But what I was hoping to show, the reason I'm recording this, is we're coming into the site of the, well, getting a red ass rhubarb blind doesn't hurt on camera either, but we're coming into sight of the Black Hills, and they do look black, mostly because of the black pine. You should be able to start seeing them pretty good right now. It's on the other side of Ellsworth Air Force Base over there, and Rapid City over there. I'll shoot some more later. Okay, here we go. We are on the road to Custer right now, and you can see in front of me the Black Hills. Fortunately, I picked a day where it's only 37 degrees where I'm at right now, and I'm sure as we climb up in altitude a little bit, it's going to get colder. I just came out of the town of Hermosa, South Dakota. We're continuing on. A little bit bouncy on this road. Of course, it's a Jeep, it's always bouncy. Thought I'd show a little bit more of the terrain. This is a very nice looking area. Hope I got the camera straight. User error on my part there, but I won't admit it. I hope this is looking good. I can't really check any of the settings while I'm driving here. At least I'm not on the interstate anymore, but it's still pretty windy. I think we got wind speeds 17 to 28 or something like that. Temperature's 37 degrees. So that gives you the wind chill. I'm not sure what the wind chill is. Didn't look. Not a ton of traffic out here, but a little bit. It's hard to straighten out the exposure when it gets a little dark. Looks like a guy was trying to take his power wagon off the side of the road. Pretty colors here. That red clay, those black pines. See little patches of snow here and there, but apparently they didn't get much snow out here this year, which is one thing I was a little bit concerned with coming out this way, figuring that it would be pretty snow covered, but fortunately it's not. Little twisty, windy road here. driving toward Devil's Tower, and about 5 miles ago there was no snow around, and all of a sudden, just before I got to Sundance, it got crazy. I came through Sundance and it was pretty nasty in town. They haven't plowed very well, and nobody has really dug their sidewalks out or anything. So I'm assuming it must have hit yesterday, but this is the road, Highway 14, out to Devil's Tower. And here in Wyoming, some pretty scenery. We're entering the town of Hewitt or something of that pronunciation, Wyoming. I'm shooting this because I drove through here and I got to make a hard right here. The whole place is set up like an old west town. Ponderosa Cafe, the bank, all of that. Nobody was in the opposing lane when I was coming through here, but now of course there is. The motel, and that says Belle Fourche, right? Nope, that's Belle Fourche. That's the way they pronounce it. I'm sure it's a nice little river to see in the Okay, a little bit of inside information here. I'm sitting here at Willow Creek Campground, and my GPS, I'm going back to Custer State Park, and my GPS brought me to this location where the road is closed. So never fully trust your GPS when you're doing these things, because it's brought me to a complete dead end, and I guess I'm going to have to turn around and head back about 6 miles that I could have saved. Oh well, we live and we learn. Okay, believe it or not, we are in Deadwood, South Dakota. And this is an impressive little town with the high cliffs and everything on both sides. And I'm sure most of you have heard of Deadwood or seen the series Deadwood or something of that nature. I'm heading back to Custer State Park today, and I just thought I would shoot what I could shoot of Deadwood here before I've got to make a turn in just a little bit. I don't think that I'm going to be making it downtown Deadwood, but and of course I get behind a truck that impairs most of my shot, but that's kind of what happens when you're unprepared for this. I would have shot more my entry into Deadwood, but the camera dropped down into the floorboard, and with a seat belt on, you really can't grab the thing. So, well, I believe that to be the main drag there, so I think I'm going to have to let it go at that. There's getting a little bit of traffic around me. I'm on my way out of Deadwood, but wow, what scenery, huh? Look at the black hills up there. Snow-covered. Cemetery Street in Deadwood. Huh? Who'd have thought? It looks like Deadwood's a little bigger town than I thought it was. I just thought it was kind of a little touristy haven where people would come and go to the casino and say that they were in the same spot as a lot of Western icons, Wild Bill and such, but wow, just thought I'd shoot that real quick. Yeah, I'm still rolling through Deadwood. Like I said, I think it's a little bigger town than I thought it was, for sure. I know that they mined a lot of gold around here back in the day. Deadwood Gulch Gaming Resort. I think we might be leaving town now. Or maybe not. What do I know? I haven't been here before, so... I thought I would just shoot because it's just... this whole place is surrounded with just beautiful scenery right now. I know with the glare from the melting snow on the road, it's probably going to make this video a little tough to watch in spots where the camera's going to have to allow for sun and then shade. Okay, I got to turn here according to my GPS. I guess we're heading for Lead, South Dakota. Lead, whichever the way they pronounce it. I'm going to shoot it until we get into these hills here that I'm seeing now. Then I'm going to have to put it down and, actually drive. I've been trying to get Ren to do some of this filming for me, but she just won't do it. Doesn't have opposable thumbs and don't really understand the concept of a camera, so it makes it a little tough on her. But she understands food, and she understands eat, and she understands the word Jeep. I'm glad I came this time of year to see this snow covered, and there's obviously fewer people here. Are we gonna get a wave out of this guy? No. He's out of the club. When you're driving a Jeep, you gotta give the Jeep wave. Come on, people, get with the program. The Jeep wave is one finger, right? Middle one? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's why they're not waving back. Alright, we're getting on the main road now, so... Alright, this is Hill City, South Dakota. I missed some of it coming in. But it's kind of a small town, really. They call it the heart of the Black Hills. It kind of is in the center of everything. Just like with Deadwood, I was a little bit slow on the trigger with the camera here. I came through here the other day. I was coming back from Custer State Park, which is where I'm heading right now, and I didn't even realize that the road would bring me back through here. Most of the gas stations out here appear to be Conoco stations. I don't know that anybody needed that information, but I just decided to say it. Now we're kind of getting to the end of town here, so I'm going to... Okay, I just thought I would stick this in here because this is what it's like driving on South Dakota roads after you get a good snowfall. I am heading north to Watertown because the roads are getting really slick, slippery where I'm at, and they got less snow to the north. So I'm heading north for a ways so I can get back into Minnesota a little bit more safely. But yeah, this is a Midwestern road with a lot of wind blowing snow across the road. I had a thought as I was driving here. I'm able to make it around 50 to 55 miles per hour going down this way. I'm inside a heated vehicle that has four-wheel drive leather seats and satellite radio. But I was thinking about the people who came out here 150 years ago to settle this land. They didn't have any of that. They didn't have any roads. They didn't have heaters in their covered wagons or any of this stuff. And when it was time to go somewhere like church on Sunday, they had to get out and hook up the wagon to the horses or the ox, whatever they happened to use at the time. And they had to go through all of this to get to church or get to the doctor or get to the school, one-room school as it was in the time. I just passed DeSmet, South Dakota, about 45 minutes ago, and that was the home of Laura Ingalls Wilder. And that's kind of what put me in the mind of thinking about this while I'm driving along here. Yeah, the roads are crappy, but at least we have roads. Okay, who's up for a little bit of elbow room here? I'm still heading north toward Watertown, South Dakota. Driving on the roads that are not in the best condition right now. But they are getting a little bit better from what I was experiencing to the south. So hopefully I'll be able to make some good time once I get to Watertown. But if you like wide open spaces, I'm here, I think, about 50 miles south of Watertown, South Dakota. Doesn't get much more wide open than this.